All right, what's up? I haven't worked out today, so I'm actually pretty tired. I slept a lot and ate a little, but this was like my game that I played the other day. I posted it to my TikTok, kind of like my match history and everything. I was really stuck in like platinum, just platinum, period, from like three to two. Just kept jumping back and forth, and then randomly one night I get on after playing a ribbon for X amount of whatever. Viego becomes live, and boom, we are in Emerald 4. So I've been playing Ribbon like constantly, and I post on my TikTok my whole match history and everything. If I'm not lazy, I'll put it at the end of this video. If I am lazy, oh well, I'm basically just going to be I'm just going to be talking while this plays, essentially. I don't know what happened this game. I've been winning like a good chunk of them. Okay, so this was crazy, right? They team fight down in our own jungle. And I think it was Fizz telling me to fight, even though Fizz just died. So I'm running in, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll fight Jax. But I did not want to commit because Jax can dodge and whatnot. I held it. I don't know if you saw that. I ignited and I held my auto to see if he was gonna like flash out or something, or if Caitlyn or somebody was gonna do something. Because for them to tell me to commit, like I wasn't gonna put my life on the line, and I was pretty stupid charging Aurelia like this. But the tower saved my life. The tower just deleted her. And maybe it's because we're like level ones or whatever, but the tower takes her down. I did not see her put that ward there, right? So there's a ward there, but I'm not really hiding in the bushes often. Usually when I do, it's when I'm going against somebody who's like long range. Um, if it's another bruiser or dueler, then I'm rarely ever hiding in a bush. I feel like with Fiora, I should start hiding in bushes just because she has more range than me. But I haven't tried that yet. So I'm thinking she probably put a ward in there. So I dropped my ward there. She didn't see me turn around and do it, so she doesn't know there's a ward there. Sometimes I try to get Aurelia to land her stun so I know she'll commit. This Aurelia did not get Ignite. She got Flash and she got the little shield to protect herself. So I realized that I can be a little more aggressive because the only way she's going to take me down is with autos, right? And Aurelia's passive makes it so that whenever she lands a skill, it increases her attack speed essentially, and she has to basically hit a full combo on me to do that. And she's what, like level 2, level 3? She only has 2 skills to land, right? So even if I am, coming back a little later or whatever the case may be, I was pretty confident that I was gonna make it work. And if I wasn't, then I was just putting my life on the line. And hey, what's life without risks, right? But usually I've noticed a trend where whenever I go back to base and get my first item and come back, I usually beat whoever I'm going against in lane. Usually. The only other item I got were like boots, which kind of helped me space and move. I was gonna commit to this fight right here against Aurelia. See, I ult, and I was gonna chase her down because I knew I could beat her, but I saw Jax taking down my ward. You gotta have like situational awareness. You have to have map awareness to be sure. I wanted to jump on her while she was backing, but I assumed Jax would be waiting for me to commit. So after she backed, I really pushed on the minions because I wanted Jax to come up and take me on. I knew I could 1v1 him even without ult. But he didn't. And you can see his pathing, at least in my opinion, is a little weird. He's spending a lot of time actually farming in a jungle, which is not to be expected of Jax, not in like my experience at least, so that threw me off. I kind of feel like at the end of this game, a lot of like the people on their team were low elo, or like in this mind state of like they just didn't know how to play the game. Um, but this is me like coming over to Emerald, right? Like for this new season. All right, so I have Kindred. I believe Kindred was hovering in my lane this game too, which annoyed me. Right? Look at her. She's stealing my farm. So I just missed 2 minions. I hate that so much. You're probably like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's like I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to get money. I don't need jungle. Like I beat Aurelia. You saw me beat Aurelia. Why are you here trying to help me? What's wrong with you? You see that jungle on my side that she hasn't camped for yet? She still has that. She has 2 on bot lane side, and bot lane is struggling because Jax is pushing in. She is not a good jungle, man. She's over here trying to take care of me. I'm good. Look at this. She just used her shield. I ignited and autoed. I had a feeling it was going to kill her. I just had to wait. And really, I was waiting for Ezreal. Hitting the bush. I missed my first Q. Fixed it. For some reason, they're back in my lane. Like goons, bro. Look at mid lane. Mid lane has nothing going on. I'm telling them to, like, attack mid lane. Ezreal's dead. Usually, like, back when I used to play Jax's taking Kindred's red because Kindred is a bot. But usually, back in the day, when people would join in and do stuff like this, I would just leave my lane and let them feed whoever I was going against because I just did not approve of this. But I've realized that if I let that happen, I'm the one throwing, right? You can't, like, prepare for stupid. You just have to work around it. I mean, we took a tower, sure, but I guarantee you I would have been taking that tower by myself. I didn't need their help, and I had to split the gold between Fizz, which is letting me know, and I kind of realized it like halfway through, Fizz can't take Ezreal, which is why she's in my lane. Like, Ezreal just constantly zones her, and there's nothing she can do about that, which is why she's in my lane farming, because she can't do anything on her own. Instead of fighting Jax, Kindred decides to push Ezreal and dies, and I'm pretty sure she did it under tower. Like I said, she's a bot. I don't know what's going on with mid and jungle, but then you see Duo is suffering too. So, seems like my whole team is really going through it. I thought I could catch her at this and take it. Honestly, she could have gotten away, I think, but maybe she had already burned. Let's see. Yeah, her flash was still down. So she was kind of screwed. Really was screwed there. If she had something to bounce off of, like my teammates or my minions, then she could have survived that and really gotten out of there like Yasuo. But I think at the time while fighting her, I had a feeling that she wasn't going to catch me. So I was like, whatever, cut her off. And I wanted to dive in here, but I didn't realize that Ezreal still had his tower. Now look at Fizz, still in base. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't typing. In fact, they didn't start typing until a certain point in time. That's some weird bug on me. And I'll point out when they were typing, but as you can see, they're all suffering. Now, Aurelia's in mid. I should jump mid and help her, right? A lot of different things I can choose to do here, but I'm kind of keeping my eyes on the map. As you can see, Duo's in duo. Ezreal's in mid. I haven't fought Ezreal, but I know that he's getting kills. I haven't fought Duo, but I know that they're getting kills. So I know that I can't just go free roaming and assuming that I can take them, right? Because I don't know how many kills they've gotten. Our team is 8-8, and I've gotten at least like 3 of those kills, if not 4, right? So my team is pretty much useless right now. I can help by venturing out and doing something to assist, but like I said, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to do that. Don't want to do that, so I'm going to push in my lane and just look for opportunities. Jhin is getting fed. If he's unstoppable, he's got, what, at least 3-4 kills in a row now? So now I've got to be wary of that. Fizz is taking mid. Ezreal's missing. Aurelia, I know, is not coming near us. You can see her in lane, like on map and on like this map. I did not see Blitz coming. Waited for him. Yep. When Blitz does that, it's like, that's pretty much all he's got, right? He's got that, and then he's got like his little ultimate where he like boops you with lightning. Once he's like missed that, I mean, you're set, right? So I already know how I'm gonna be able to handle Blitz. I just know that like I can't cut his health down quickly, right? Because I'm not building straight damage. I'm not going straight up assassin. I saw Ezreal miss his ult, so I knew I could close in. I use my ult to get ready to jump in, and my team does not engage. Ezreal goes right back to farming and takes tower, which is great. A lot of missed opportunities here because my team is just flat out feeding. We're not on the same mindset, and that's rough, right? So I just got to do whatever I can do, which is farm. As you can see, Ezreal's coming for me. Aurelia's coming to cut me off in order to take mid. I'm deciding to go mid. I see Aurelia. I back off because I know Ezreal's not in top. So I don't know where Ezreal is right now. I'm going back to top because I'm not feeding Ezreal. I'm not getting like the shutdown on me. I don't want him getting even more gold. If he gets my gold, he wins the game. Like, there's nothing we can do. I haven't fought him personally, but I've got a feeling because he's been getting fed this whole time, it's whatever. Now I kind of like juke Aurelia and fake her out here. I go off running to make her think that, I'm going to go mid and not go back top. I don't know what she's actually going to do, but I can see that the entire team is fighting bot side. When I see that she comes back, I'm like, okay, well now I know I'm in charge of her. She shields and it does nothing. I wasn't going to go in, but then I assumed that if I did, I could probably win off of it. The enemy team is telling each other they need to stop me so I don't open top, but I open top. Now, they're probably thinking that they're going to rush me to catch up to me and kill me, thinking that I'll wait for Ezreal, which is why Blitzcrank is over here just moving. He hasn't put any wards down though. Maybe he's just seeing where I'm going to be. I take this to give top lane a problem. I could rush Ezreal, but I'm not going to because Aurelia is free roaming. I didn't know where she was. She was in base, actually coming to catch up with Ezreal. So it's like, it feels like Fizz and Aurelia are bots, right? They're kind of just running on autopilot. The real players are Ezreal. I don't know about Jhin because I hadn't fought him, but I know he's got kills, so I assume he's useful. And Blitzcrank, which is more than half their team. Jax had several opportunities to beat me and didn't. So I'm not like too scared of Jax. I get the kill on Jhin, which also gives me a shutdown. I take their heal, which I did not have to come through that way, but I did anyway. We know Aurelia's in top. All right, we know Blitz is about to go missing, probably towards me. All I have to do is bother Ezreal. For some dumb reason, Seraphine was about to take healing from me, even though she had more health than me and mana. I was going to wait for Blitz to try to hook me, but he doesn't. I can see Jax is pushing down mid. Seraphine saying stop mid. Okay, so now we have us three going towards Jax and Fizz coming towards Jax while jungle is overextending in mid. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like none of this makes sense at all. All right, Jax dies. It only took half of our team, more than half actually, and I get the kill. Which is good, because it seems like I'm the only one who's really going to be doing anything. They have vision here. I did not know that. Blitz comes. See, on PC, he would have hooked me, I would have died. But this isn't PC. So, ha ha ha, too bad. Jin's waiting for me to come in off that corner, but I'm not going to. I stick around and just keep farming in mid. There's a standard build, recommended build that somebody made last season or early this season. The Riven builds have been changing, but I've been running off of this build because it feels pretty good situational wise. I might add one or two things of my own specifically to it, but overall, I've been enjoying it. It gives you an item for okay, I thought Blitz was about to, okay, he is. It gives me an item to stop lifesteal. It gives me an item to stop damage in general. It gives me damage. It gives me health. And it gives me something to stop shields. So they're wanting to push on Aurelia. I didn't want to do it, but if we kill at least one of them, we could take Baron. That was my mindset. Aurelia decides to stay over there, so I'm like, I'm just going to push top. Right? I don't know what my team's doing. I'm assuming they're being stupid. When I realized that Ezreal and Jhin are committing and they're pushed in, I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then I was like, I'm going to ward Baron. But when I saw that they actually killed one of them, I was like, I'm really pushing in. But then they ended up getting Aurelia. So I was like, let me see if I can stop Blitz. They stopped me in my tracks. They should have left here. But they didn't. They decided to stay. Really, if I catch Jhin, they lose. I caught Jhin, they lose. So now it's time to push on mid, but we can't. So I'm like, let's take Baron. We don't have minions. You don't need to be on mid. Look at what Kindred is doing. Fizz and I are fighting on Baron, and Kindred is deciding to farm minions. Jax is back. Fizz puts her life on the line here. Did she die? Fizz, okay. Fizz is a little iffy, man. I don't know. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how this is Emerald. I don't understand. And she didn't even smite it, bro. I got Baron. I don't know what's going on here, bro. Is her smite on cooldown or is she just bad? It was on cooldown. Yeah, I don't know how we got here. I really don't. But at this point, Ezreal hits me. I know his ult's down. It slowed me, so he can't do it again. I'm looking for an opportunity. I know Jax is like solo pushes, so somebody needs to be wary of him. Okay, I'm back, and here I am pushing down on Jin because he decided to. Now this was golden. Jin stupidly decided to stay there. Blitz missed, and I got both of their hardest hitters in one like thing. I don't know why the tower focused me there. I don't know what's going on. We know Aurelia's not coming back anytime soon. I could have helped Caitlyn there, but I kind of had a feeling that bleed damage I wouldn't really be able to do much for. I wanted to push in here, but I was scared. Jax usually beats me, but because this guy is like slow, like just weak, I had a feeling I could handle him. I was pretty sure I was dead here and was going to give the shutdown to somebody, but my life steal got to be a little crazy, and it's because of my runes. So I take down Aurelia, and I'm like, I'm going to dip, but Jax stuns me, and I'm like, I've lost. Really, I'm waiting on, Blitz to burn his. I was able to catch Jax at that corner, and Blitz knocks me up. Now, here, I would have stayed to fight, but I was like, I don't want to test it, and I dip off. I play with a lot of Spanish speakers on Wild Rift, and they're usually talking trash, even when I'm doing good. But in this case, all of them were just laughing. All I saw was J-A, 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 J-A. They couldn't believe that I'd stayed over and didn't die. And that was me kind of just limit testing Riven, because I had no idea like how far I could push it. But like I said, you won't figure out if you don't take risks. So I pretty much killed the entire team. The only one I didn't take out was Blitz, and I just didn't have the damage to take on Blitz and somebody else at the same time. And they kept coming back to life as Blitz was there. So we see Aurelia. I don't know who's down here, but because we don't have Blitz on us right now, I have a feeling I can take them all on. So I decided to push on. Jin should not have stayed around. I've just tanked tower. And, like, this is where things get a little interesting. Blitz misses. I'm telling you, you only really have to look for like 2 skills from Blitz. Once he misses, you're open and you win. Their team is mad because Aurelia was solo pushing somewhere else. Blitz can't handle us all. She takes down Caitlyn, which I don't care. I'm just like, let's take Nexus. I'm hopping back and forth, looking for an opening. And we're finally settling it in. I don't want to chase for kills. I just want the Nexus down. My teammates pick up what I can't, and we finish it. And we win. And it was an experience because half of my team was stressing me out. The half of their team, I didn't know what to expect. And all they had to do was slip up once, or I had to find one opening, and then everything changed. So I wasn't even completely done with the build, but that's what happened. I don't usually check these stats, but I wanted to send this video to a friend. So I decided to hop around these stats and see. This was the rune setup I was using. I used to use it like seasons ago, but then stopped, came back to it. And it's been helping a lot. More so the lifesteal is what's been helping. Once I get like the lifesteal rune, once I get like 2 to 3 items, that lifesteal becomes overpowered. And yeah, that's it. Eat my balls. Bye.